ربك لعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء نحوا سنقرئك فلا تنسى.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. السلام عليكم my beloved ones ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, today we are going to have our lesson on Khums, and it is going to be lesson 11A. Lesson 11A. So let's make it, yes. So today we are going to discuss about the Khums paid item, Khums paid money used for expenses. Remember yesterday I said that Sayyidi Sistani gives you an option to pay from your Khums money, to buy from your Khums money, Khums paid money, or to buy from your income. And remember, there are some Maraja generalists that if you use your Khums paid money, it's gone in your living expenses. I will remind you because I need to connect the yesterday's Mas'ala ruling with today. So ruling number 1222 says you have an option. You have 800 euros, which are Khums paid, and you have like 100 euro or 300 euro, which are not Khums paid, which are from your income. Basically, you're going to use it. So should I use this or should I use this? Sharia says it's okay. If you use your 800, that means you are going to use 300 from your 800. Khums paid, that means your Khums paid will be 500 remaining. So gone, kiss your Khums money goodbye. That is the normal understanding, that if Khums money is used, it's gone. And then you have your income. So your income, at the end of the year, these 300 are remaining, so you are going to pay the Khums of it. So you use your Khums paid money, and you are going to pay the Khums of this 300. Okay? And you have an option, no, don't use those 800 euros, leave it as they are, and use those 300 from your income. So at the end of the year of 300 are gone, there is no Khums on you. So this is a general concept. I mentioned there an option, pay from this, pay from this. And then I mentioned the general concept that if this money is gone, gone. However, Sayyid al-Khoi and Sayyidi Sistan says, no, it is not gone. You can recover it from your expenses. Okay? You can recover it. Sayyid al-Khoi has certain conditions. Sayyid al-Khoi followers try to go there and look into it. But I'm going to mention Sayyidi Sistani. So if you use this 300, you can take this 300, not Khums paid, and patch it up, recover. Let's say you used your Khums paid money. You did not have anything. You had this 800 euros, which were your Khums paid money. You didn't have income. You didn't have job. You started using from this money. You got a job or you got an income. So now at the end of the year, Sharia gives you permission. Take from your income, recover your Khums paid money. Okay? In the same year, you're allowed to recover your Khums paid money. Some Maraja, they say in coming, you can recover this Khums paid money from the coming years as well. Next year, you had income, you can recover your Khums paid money. As Sharia respects your Khums paid money a lot, your tax paid money, your Khums money, Sharia respects it a lot. So if you use that Khums paid money, you can recover it from your annual income. Okay, this is what the ruling is going to be today about. And then about Hajj, like I want to go for Hajj, do I have to pay the Khums of the Hajj money or not? He says no. If your income of this year, you don't need to pay the Khums of it. your income from coming year, you need to pay the khums. And for past year, you had from past year, you did not go last year Hajj, pay the khums of it. So this year's income, you're going this year, you don't need to pay the khums of it. So if you're going to go for Hajj in the same year of income, no khums. It's from one of your living expenses. If no, you are going to go next year and you're saving from now, then there are some details we are going to discuss. But the first Hajj, no, you can't save from now. You pay the khums, but my income, my ability will be lost of Hajj, financial ability. That's fine. This is wajib. Then comes the wajib of Hajj, because this became wajib before the obligation of Hajj. So let's see. Ruling number 1224. 1224. Okay. So today's session is going to be all about khums paid money. إذا كانت الأعيان المصروفة في مؤونة السنة قد اشتراها من ماله المخمس. Now this wording of this mas'ala is so intertwined that you might have brain tumor if you are going to read this. You'll try to understand. It's so complicated. So I'm going to simplify it. Let's say you need a hard drive. Okay, you need a hard drive. You don't have now money, so you bought your hard drive from khums paid money for 100 euros. You paid from your khums paid money. You paid from your khums paid money to purchase this hard drive for 100 euro. So what will happen here? It's khums paid money. You needed this. Okay, this hard drive is brand new, or this hard drive was not used. This hard drive was not used. So at the end of the year, you don't have to pay the khums of this hard drive. Because why? Because it's khums paid. Khums paid. However, you can recover. This is something available. Okay, we said there are perishable items, there are non-perishable items. This is non-perishable item. So your khums money is in this form. Khums money is in the form of hard drive. So you don't have to pay the khums of it. Unless if the value had increased, that value was not khums paid. So I'm going to come to that point. Increase in value, decrease. Just first, let's understand the basic concept. I use my khums paid money to purchase this hard drive. This hard drive is available or perished? Available. So that means you can't take, and at the end of the year, you had savings from your incomes 1,000 euro. So can I deduct this because I used from my khums paid money? You said I can recover my khums paid money. Yes, when? If it's lost, if it's perished, this hard drive is available. You cannot recover the money of the hard drive, even though it's for your living expenses from the net income at the end of the year. No, you cannot. Okay, so this is, now let's say you purchase things which are perishable, which are consumable, like what? Like rice, like all these things, food products. So you purchase from your 100 euro food, rice. This rice, you used part of it remained. Or let's say part of it remained. Now at the end of the year, you are allowed to recover the khums amount. You're allowed to recover the khums, the money you spent 100 euro in buying rice for your own living, and it's perishable item. Okay, so you can 1,000 euro, you need to pay the khums. No, before you pay the khums, you can take out 100 euro of this rice which you purchased from your khums paid money. So recover your khums paid money because this is a perishable item. Okay, now if this is a perishable item, the value increased. This rice, there was a problem in the market, like COVID-19, the groceries, they stopped selling rice. We had a rice crisis. So the rice which I had purchased for 100 euro, now the value was, during the year, it went 150 euro. People will please sell us your rice, we'll pay you 150 per kg, 150 per kg. Oh my goodness, should I sell? No, then what will I do without rice? Anyhow, I would have sold it. I'm not a fan of rice. But why should I have bought it from the beginning? That's another question. So anyhow, let's come back to this rice. So he says, say this is that he paid the khums on 50 euro, the increase in the value. 100 euro, on 100 euro, there is no khums on it. You pay the khums on what? On the increase in the value. Increase in the value during the year. Because during the year, it went high. It went, the price went high. Okay, so let's read the ruling. Ruling number 1, 2 to 4. إذا كانت الأعيان المصروفة في مؤونة السنة قد اشتراها من ماله المخمس. If the consumed item, so this perishable items, in his annual living expenses, he spent it. He had purchased it from his khums paid money, pure money. For example, فزادت قيمتها حين الاستهلاك. While you were consuming during the year, the price went up. The price went up. Okay? Here, there's a gap. Here, say this study, for those people who are explaining this ruling, should explain here. So, لم يكن له استثناء قيمة زمان الاستهلاك. So there's a big gap, there's a big jump. So this is the way it should be. So he has the right to exempt 100 euros from the income, exempt. However, he cannot exempt 50. So should I take 150 kroners from the 1,000 euro, 150 euro from the 1,000 euro I have my income, because I need to recover. So should I recover 150 with the interest or only 100? Hello, your khums paid money you use for 100 euro. Why are you taking 50? No, you exempt only 100 euro, which was your original price. You don't get to exempt the higher in value. But the value had increased. My khums paid money, the value had increased. So can't I just recover 150 kroners, 150 euros rather than 100 only? No, only 100. You spent 100 from your khums paid money. So you recover only 100. So that's why I said you cannot exempt. It would not be permissible to recover the increase in the value during the time of usage in the year from the annual benefits, obviously. Thus, recovering or exemption would only be on the purchasing value, khums paid money spent. Therefore, a person can recover whatever spent from his income for his living expenses, but in the consumable items, okay, from his khums paid money. Because this rice is going to go away, if not today, tomorrow, if not tomorrow, next year. So it's not going to remain the rice. So it is a consumable item. But shouldn't I be paying the khums because it's going to be next year? No, because it's already khums paid. Al-mukhammas la yukhammas. Khums paid does not be khums, is not khumsed again. Khums paid is not khumsed again from the same owner. Yes, if there was a transfer in the ownership. So I gave you an example. If the rice was purchased for 100 euro from khums paid money, and during the year, its market value increased to 120 euro. Then at the end of the year, only 100 euro of the khums paid amount will be recovered from the incoming profits at the end of the year. You don't get to recover 120 because your value of the rice went up high, 120. No, 100. Let's see ruling number 1, 2 to 5. ما يدخره من المؤن كالحنطة والدهن ونحو ذلك إذا بقي منه شيء إلى السنة الثانية وكان أصله مخمس لا يجب فيه الخمس لو زادت قيمته كما لو نقصت قيمته لا يجبر النقص من الربح المتجدد. So he says, like you stored rice. Remember, you stored rice, but you purchased it from Khums paid money. Rice or whatever, like flour or oil or butter or honey or whatsoever, your living items. You stored it, but you had purchased it from where? From where? From the Khums paid money. Then at the end of the year, obviously, it is not obligated upon you to pay the Khums of it because it's Khums paid. It's Khums paid. You purchased from Khums paid. And so if it increases, okay, you don't have to pay the Khums of the increase, like 20 euros. Remember in our example, you don't have to pay the Khums of it. So it remained until the next year. So next year, so do I have to pay that Khums of the 20 euro? No, you don't have to pay. But it went down. Can I recover? So I had profit benefits and the value went down to 80 kroner, 80 euros. No, you can't recover. You don't have to pay the Khums of it because it's Khums paid money. Okay. So he says, come on now, law naqasat. So if the stored items used for personal living exceeds after the end of the year, such as wheat, butter, and so on, and those items were originally purchased from the Khums paid money or the Khums exempt money like inheritance, then the Khums would not be obligated on it, even if its values had increased. Similarly, if there was a loss due to the decrease in its value, then it cannot be recovered from the incoming profits. Let's move to next one. Ruling number 1226. Now that was you purchased from Khums paid money. Now here, this ruling is talking about your income. You purchased from your income and it remained. You purchased carpet, the carpet remained. You purchased gold, the gold remained. You purchased. So let's see this ruling. If a person purchased with the income, the benefits, okay, like income, annual income, you purchase something. فَتَبَيَّنَ الْإِسْتِغْنَاء عَنْهُ. You purchase this hard drive from your income, which is not Khums. At the end of the year, you are going to pay the Khums of it. So it remained hard drive. You don't need it. It's packed. وَجَبَ عَلَى رَأْسِ السَّنَةِ إِخْرَاجُ خُمْسِهِ بِقِيمَتِهِ. So you have to pay the Khums of it with the value of it at the end of the year. How much is the value? And we pointed out at this ruling before. The value is same. Okay, pay the Khums of it. The value is high, pay the Khums of high. Let's say there was shortage in hard drives in the market. So now the value is high. I purchased for 100 euro, now it's 150 euro. So pay on 150 euro. Let's say new model came. So the value went down 50 euro. Nobody will get it for 100 euro. This, okay, because the technology, every year it renews. So then what you will do, you are going to pay for 50 euro. Let's say the model was so finished, so the value is 0. You did not use it, so the Khums will be 0. So the Khums is on market value, high. Like for example, let me tell you this thing. This is a disinfectant, okay? COVID-19 is disinfectant. Now, if it was this much, if I will check the value of it at the end of the year, people will not give me a penny for it. What are you joking? Are you going to sell us used and this much? But if you go to some countries like some of the African countries, poor countries, you will find people selling these small amounts. So there is this kind of a market value in some countries for even for this much quantity. Some countries, there is a value. Some countries, they will give you 0 for something, even if it used a little bit. Are you joking? You're going to sell us your used? Get lost. So market value. Remember market value, okay? There are things it might have higher, like gold. There are things market value might be down, like a car, even if it's not used, okay? It's not used car. You purchase it, now you have to pay the Khums of it. So you'll check the market value. Nobody will purchase it from the price of the factory. It's going to be like 10% down, 20% down. So that's the market value. If no market value, no khums. Did you get this? Let's now go to the mas'ala. So he says that market value. Now let's say in the case when the market value was down. So say this instance says it is recommended precaution. والأحوط استحبابا مع نزول قيمته عن رأس المال مراعاة رأس المال. If the value went down below the initial price of purchase which you had invested, your money invested, then he says recommended precaution, just pay. So no, but this was like, this is nothing, market value is zero. Okay, how much did you buy it for? 10 euro. Just pay the khums of 10 euro and finish it off, okay? Don't be conjuice. He says recommended precaution. Is it wajib? No, it's not wajib. Now these kind of 5 euros, 10 euros you might, but some people, they might have a car. So obviously it is benefit for them to pay the market value. They will not follow this recommended precaution because the value of the price has gone down. So anyhow, it depends. So it's recommended precaution, just pay the price of the original price of purchase. But wajib is market value. And remember, if you remember that if the items are perished, you pay the khums. But if items are remaining, will you pay the khums of it? Will you cut it? Like, will you bring the scissor and cut 20% out? Sayyidina, Sayyidi Sistani, this is khums of my hard drive. He will say, what will I do? It's lost, damaged. But I was told you have to pay the khums of the item. No. If your item is intact, you pay the khums from the khums paid, 20% that means, or you pay 25%. That means 5% is the khums of 25 and 20 is the remaining after you paid the 5. You got lost. Repeat the tape before and hold your paper and pen and do it. I'm going to explain this further, but today I'm not going to mention the issue of 25% or 20%. I have a good detailed session on that. But let's focus on today's ruling. So this is, we know that if something remains, I have to pay the khums of it at the end of the year, okay? According to the market value at the end of the year. And recommended precaution, higher value. I mean, the purchase price. وَكَذَا إِذَا اشْتَرَاهُ عَالِمًا بِعَدَمِ الْاحْتِيَاجِ إِلَيْهِ. Similarly, he knew that he's not going to use this year. He doesn't need it. Such as people, they buy mattresses if they see sale. Oh, let me buy this because I don't know, the price will go high and I usually have guests, but I don't have guests now. I don't need it, but maybe when I will have guests, I'll go buy. It will be expensive. So such as this mattresses, extra jewelries, which are saved for the future, for the bad days, bad times, okay? لوقت الحاجة في السنين اللاحقة. So such as the extra mattresses and also the garden. You have garden. This is extra. والدور التي يقصد الاستفادة من مائها. And the places which you are planning to get a benefit out of it. It's not for business. You have a house, you keep it for yourself until in future, maybe there are people I know, this is purchase, not buying and selling, not like broker. That is business. But you purchase a land. Maybe in future it might be beneficial for you, for your children. So that needs to be khumsed, okay? So for future, so stored for the difficult time in the coming years, or gardens and houses purchased for personal benefits, not business, benefiting from its growth like fruits and vegetable. فإنه لا يراعى في الخمس رأس مالها. So you don't see, when you are paying the khums of it, you are not going to check the invested money, the price of purchase. You are going to check the market value. بل قيمتها حين التخميس. When you are going to make the khums, you will check the market value. وإن قل منه. Even if the market value were less, you are going to pay the khums of the لا يراعى فيه رأس مالها. The invested money is not observed in it. بل قيمتها. its market value when you're going to pay the khums of it. وَإِنْ قَلَّ مِنْهُ, even if it was less, pay the khums of less. If it was zero, you don't have to pay the khums of it. وَكَذَا إِذَا اشْتَرَى الْأَعْيَانِ الْمَذْكُورَ بِالذِّمَّةِ. Similarly, you purchase this hard drive as a debt. You did not pay it. You're going to pay it next year. Okay? So obviously it is not yours. So khums is obligated on things you own, not things you don't own. Loan, debts, this is you borrowed something, okay? You're going to pay after 1 year, no khums on it. وَكَذَا إِذَا اشْتَرَى الْأَعْيَانِ الْمَذْكُورَ بِالذِّمَّةِ. However, if you purchased from loan and you paid from your income, the moment you paid, it's yours. Then you pay the khums of it. Okay? So here he says, ثُمَّ, he took, so there's no khums. ثُمَّ وَفَّى مِنَ الرِّبْحِ, from your income you paid off your debt. لَمْ يَلْزَمْهُ إِلَّا خُمْسُ قِيمَةِ الْعَيْنِ آخِرِ السَّنَةِ. So look at the market value, you did not use it obviously. Look at the market value of it at the end of the year. وإن كان الأحوط استحبابا في الجميع ملاحظة مقدار الثمن. Though in all these we said it's recommended precaution just to pay the price of it, even if the value was zero, pay the price you purchased, price of purchase. Now we come to the ruling of the Hajj. So Hajj is from your living expenses. Okay, so it's exempt from khums. So at the end of the year, during the year, you went for Hajj, at the end of the year, you don't have to pay the money you spent in Hajj. Ruling number 1227, min jumlatil mu'an, masarif al-Hajj, from among the living expenses, and your living expenses, the money spent in Hajj, okay, Hajj expenses, wajiban kana aw mustahab, even mustahab Hajj. Obligatory it is or recommended, it doesn't matter. So it is from the mu'an. وإذا استطاع في أثناء السنة من الربح ولم يحج وجب خمس ذلك المقدار من الربح ولم يستثني. Let's say you're planning to go for Hajj and you collected the money and COVID-19 happened, Corona came in, popped up, no Hajj. So what will I do? Pay the khums of it. But it's not like I wanted to go pay the khums of it. However, there is however, don't worry about it. There is a but, okay? So you have to pay the khums of it. If you did not go Hajj, you have to pay the khums of it. Now, there are times people, they become, they have the financial ability to perform Hajj, every kind of ability. They are able to, but they don't go deliberately. So when they don't go deliberately, first of all, they have to pay the khums of this amount. Second, Hajj becomes fixed on their shoulder. That means next year, even if he's not able to, he needs to get loan and go for Hajj. Why loan? Because you're able to, you lost your ability. You're supposed to go for Hajj. You intentionally, deliberately did not go for Hajj. So you lost your ability. You need to pay the khums of it. You see? Plus go Hajj next year. But I don't have money. Get a loan. You have to go for Hajj because Hajj has been fixed on your shoulder. If you are able to get loan, howsoever, go for Hajj. Okay? Naam. However, مع استقرار حجة الإسلام. What does that mean? If Hajjat al-Islam becomes fixed, that means he was able to deliberately, he did not go for Hajj. Khalas. It's fixed on his shoulder. He has to go for Hajj next year. نعم مع استقرار حجة الإسلام. حجة الإسلام is first Hajj, obligatory, first obligatory Hajj. If the first obligatory Hajj becomes fixed on his shoulder, he's required. وعدم تمكنه من أدائها. And he was not able to, if he pays the khums of it, he will not be able to go next year Hajj. Now Hajj has become fixed on it. So وعدم تمكنه من أدائها لاحقا. If he pays the khums of it, next year he will not be able to go for Hajj. Hajj is mustaqir, solid on his shoulder. He can, it's not like if he's able to, no, he has to go. It has become wajib on him. مع عدمها إلا مع إبقاء الربح بتمامه. If he keeps his Hajj expensive as they are, like 5,000 euro, if he pays 1,000 euro, next year he'll not be able to go for Hajj. And let's say he's jobless now. Let's say he doesn't have any source of income. Let's say he doesn't have anything to be left for his family. Because it's not you just have 5,000 euro. You need to make sure that your family will have enough to live on while you're absent. All these things, the ability is a big chapter. So he says, if I'm going to pay the khums of it, next year I will not be able to go for Hajj. My Hajj expenses are 5,000. Maybe next year it might become 6,000. I am now, if I pay 1,000, I'll be 4,000. I'll be short 1,000. So he says, if that's the case, you will not be able to, if you pay the khums of your مع إبقاء الربح بتمامها, okay, لمؤونتها, for the مؤونة of the Hajj. مؤونة السنة وعدم تمكنه من أدائها لاحقا إلا مع إبقاء الربح, unless if your income is not khumsed. لمؤونتها, مؤونة السنة. If your income is not khumsed, you will be able to go next year. If your income is khumsed, you will not be able to. So that amount of Hajj will be exempt. لا يجب عليه إخراج خمسه. Then the amount of khums will be exempt from khums. That khums, if you pay khums, it will go less. ويجوز له إبقاؤها, and you have the permissibility to keep it, okay? ليصرف في تكاليفها, so it is spent on its expenses. Okay, I have one more ruling. وإذا حصلت له الاستطاعة من أرباح سنين متعددة, like in Pakistan, India, Iran, people, they collect their income for Hajj. Like very poor people, they will spare like 1,000 rupees or 1,000 tuman or 10,000 tuman, inshallah. Inshallah, one day I'll go for Hajj, one day I'll go. So they're collecting their Hajj expenses. It's not easy in those poor countries. You see, it's not easy. Only rich people, they get to go to Hajj, and that's very unfortunate thing. So these poor people, they have to collect their years and years of income until they get to go for Hajj. So he says, وَإِذَا حَصَلَتْ لَهُ الْإِسْتِطَاعَ مِنْ أَرْبَاحِ سِنِينٍ مُتَعَدِّدَةٍ وَجَبَ خُمْسُ الرِّبْحِ الْحَاصِلِ فِي السِّنِينِ الْمَاضِيَةِ. So if you have collected the Hajj expenses from previous years, you have to pay the khums of all those collected from previous years. But then I will not have anything to go for Hajj. That's fine. Hajj is not wajib on you, because khums has become more wajib on you. Not this next year, inshallah. Okay? So, في السنين الماضية فإن بقيت الاستطاعة. So if your ability, financial ability remains after you take the khums out of the previous collected money, وجب الحج. Hajj will become obligatory. وَإِلَّا فَلَا, that Hajj is not going to be obligatory. However, this year's expenses you collected from January, February, March, April, you don't have to pay the khums of it. Okay? وَأَمَّا الرِّبْحَ الْمُتَمِّمْ لِلْإِسْتِطَاعَةِ فِي سَنَةِ الْحَجِّ. And as for the income, which the savings, which are going to complete whatever is missing from previous years, you don't have to pay the khums. فَلَا خُمْسَ فِيهِ. نعم إِذَا لَمْ يَحُجْ. However, if you don't go for Hajj, you will have to pay the khums of it, as mentioned in the details before. Fine, last ruling. So, now this ruling, just let me tell you, it's easy. This is the famous ruling. You want to purchase a house. You want to build a house. Like many times in the time of Sayyid al-Khoi, you say, you want to purchase a flat. The flat, you pay there's nothing there. What? Because you say, if you purchase your house, you have to stay in your house for your needs, so that khums is dropped from the income of this year. So they used to pay the income of year to purchase a flat. Now the flat, the way it goes is, they will collect money and they will put the foundation, and then they will build the first floor, second floor, until it takes 3-4 years until your flat is ready. And let's say if your flat was on the 6th floor, so where will you become Superman and stay in the air area of that flat? Where will you stay? So you have paid the money, but your flat is not ready. There's air on the 6th floor. You can't get a parachute or like a balloon, hot balloon, and fly and say, yeah, I used my area which I have purchased. No, you have not used it. So it was complicated. We used to ask, say this, Sayyidina, but the flat is not ready. Pay the khums of it, because you are not going to stay in the house this year. You pay the khums of it. So Sayyid Sistani Damadullah came and made it a little bit leniency and flexibility. So this is the ruling. So if you have collected your things to build a house, or for the marriage of your children, you know, like dehez, all this corrupt, filthy, extreme extravagance done in marriage. Unfortunately, sometimes parents, they have to collect for years and years to get their daughter married or their son married. Okay, it's very unfortunate thing. So however, they have been collecting this. Now this year they want their child to get married. Pay the khums of all what you have collected. But then the marriage expenses will go less. Okay, we can't say like that. Say this Sistani says, if it was norm that people they collect these well, and if obviously there are other places he mentions the marriage was not extravagant and all those kind of things. So these were the necessities of marriage, or necessities of buying a land, not a villa, super deluxe thing, something which you need and which is suitable to your status. Maybe a villa is suitable for its status. Maybe a flat is suitable for its status. So the whole ruling of khums is whatever is suitable for your status, whether house or whether marriage. Okay, you have been collecting, so you don't have to pay the khums of what has been collected. Okay, as long as it suits you. But if it was above your needs or above your status in the community, then you have to pay the khums of extra. You got it? This is the ruling. So let's go through the ruling, and we are done for today. Ruling number 1228. العبرة في المؤونة المستثنى عن الخمس بمؤونة سنة حصول الربح. The exempt income is the exempt income for which is used for living expenses is the one which is used for the living expenses in the year of the income. You had income this year, you spend. Those are exempt. Those you don't have to pay the khums. Not for the second year, next year. No. If you are going to save for next year, that you need to be khums. This year, spend as much as you want for your living expenses. بمؤونة سنة حصول الربح, with the living expenses of the year of the income. فلا تستثنى مؤن السنين اللاحقة. Upcoming years living expenses are not exempt from the income of this year. فمن حصل لديه أرباح تدريجية. A person had gradual income. In the first year, he purchased a land, a lot. فاشترى في السنة الأولى عرص للبناء, a lot. لبناء دار السكنة, for house for living. وفي الثانية خشبا وحديدا. In the next year, he purchased wood and metal, iron. وفي الثالثة مواد إنشائية أخرى. وهكذا. In the third year, he purchased another building material, and so on. He's compiling the building material year after year. So he's collecting unpaid khums money. Okay? مؤن لا يكون ما اشتراه في كل سنة من المؤن المستثنى لتلك السنة. For the past year's thing which you have been compiling it, collecting it, it is not exempt this year. Okay? This year you went and lived in the house. Only this year's expenses, income is going to be exempt, which is spent in your house. But previous years, you need to pay the khums of it. لأنه مؤونة للسنين الآتية. That what you spent, what you purchase, it is not for the living expenses for those years. These are for the coming years. Okay, whenever the house is ready. فعليه خمس تلك الأعيان. So you pay the khums of lot, you pay the khums of iron and wood, you pay the khums of everything. Okay. No, you said say the Sistani has a flexibility. Yes. Naam. However, this is the one. But see if this condition applies to you. Don't say, oh yeah, it applies to me. And you are able to build it in 1 year and you are lingering using this ruling. No, it depends on your status. He mentions clearly your status. Financial status, the community, how the building process is done in a city, like those building the flats, 7th floor, 6th floor, which is not built. So where will I go and stay? نعم إذا كان المناسب لمثله. However, if it was suitable for a person like him, according to the common consideration known or practice in his city, as-sa'i, to put efforts, to put these all prerequisites, as-sa'i في امتلاك دار السكنة تدريجيا, to put some efforts to get a house for living in gradual process, the way we mentioned previously, على النهج المتقدم, in that first year land and ونحوه and so on, بحيث لو لم يفعل ذلك, how, in a way that if he will not do like that, he will not start from a dime, he will not reach the 1,000. Okay, so he needs to start gradually. So he says that لو لم يفعل ذلك, if he does not do like that, لعد مقصرا في حق عائلته, then he will never build a house, then he will never have a house, then he will be considered a person who's shortcoming towards his family. ومتهاونا بمستقبل, and he has negligence towards their future. مما ينافى ذلك شأنه, and that does not befit him. Okay, so if he will not start from somewhere, he will never be able to secure a future house for his progeny. بحسب ما اشتراه في كل سنة. Okay, so مما ينافي ذلك شأنه, and it does not befit him his status. بحسب يحسب ما اشتراه في كل سنة, then all what he purchased in the previous years will be considered living expenses for those years. What does that mean? That means he doesn't need to pay the khums of it. He doesn't need to pay the khums of it. So all those 5 years he collected things. Okay, the guy who's building his flat and paying money for the flat which is in the air, he doesn't need to pay the khums of whatever was spent. The moment he gets the possession, if he does not stay in that house and utilize it for his need, then he will have to pay the khums of it. So however, once the house is ready, he utilizes it in the same year of the final income, then he's exempt from khums. ومثل ذلك, similar ruling will be applied. ما يتعارف إعداده لزواج الأولاد. It is known in communities that for again, poor countries, poor communities, it is known that for them to get their children married, they need to collect a lot of jihez and dehez and meher and this and so much extravagant things عدة سنوات, through the years. But however, I said if extravagant khums, no, these are necessary needs for it's commonly known that the marriage needs to be this way, the walima and these kind of things. So إذا كان تركه منافيا لشأن الأب, if a person is going to pay the khums of it and nothing will remain, it's going to go against the status of the father or the mother أو الأم, ولو بالنظر إلى عجزهما, even by looking at their inability عن تحصيله لهم في أوانه, they will not be able to get all this money of marriage in the time of marriage. That's why they are piling up. So this money will be exempt from khums. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم salli ala